So today, Saturday, February 23rd, 2013, I took a trip up to Fargo, North Dakota. They did a little comic book convention there at the Best Western Hotel, and I'm going to do a comic haul here for you guys and gals and show you what I got. Uh, just so you know, I think I approximately got about 120 comics here, it looks like. And what this whole thing cost me right off the bat was 60 bucks is what I spent. This is a good issue. This is going to be kind of important coming up. This is Rocket Raccoon, an early appearance of this character. He's going to be featured the Guardians of the Galaxy Marvel movie. It's coming up. That's going to be really cool. And I think this one's going to wind up being a valuable issue. I got a couple copies of that actually I found. And then this is, I don't think the characters are going to appear in the movie, but the Guardians of the Galaxy, I picked up some more of that. Got this DC New 52 Superman. I actually sold one of these already previously for 60 bucks itself. And now I think it's going for about 36, so hopefully I could sell those too. First appearance of Gambit from the X-Men. This is a key issue. It's pretty good. If you know any girls who are fans of comics, they're of course always into Gambit. He's a popular fellow. Some Lady Death of these chromium covers. These are worth a couple of bucks. I think this one's probably gonna be listed at 75 bucks, and this one like 35 bucks. And those are pretty cool actually to find for cheap. This one I don't know the value of, but I always like these blank sketch covers if I want to get a piece of original artwork done on there. It's cool to have them. They're limited and you can only get them for so long. A bunch of issues of She-Hulk here. Pretty cool. One of my favorite characters. She's green and angry. There's Spider-Woman. I think Spider-Woman is eventually going to appear in these Marvel Avengers movies, I would think. I don't see why not. She was kind of a central character for the new Avengers series and has a really cool story and has been around long enough to have an interesting history. Black Panther. I've really sold a lot of these in the past of these Marvel Knights Black Panther with the priest writing it here. So that is something that I always look out for, and I found quite a few of the issues from that series. Black Panther. I haven't read a lot myself, but they seem to do well from other people. Picked up some few issues of Invincible. These have been popular lately. A couple of these old Superman's Girlfriend Lois Lane issues. Those are pretty cool. And I just liked this cover a lot. I thought that was pretty neat. DC Superstars of Space. Pretty cool. I thought these would be interesting to read. These will have some neat stories in there, and some of them have a dollar tag in them, but they were not $1. They were $5 for $1. So I thought that was a excellent deal on some of these ones. And then in this stack got some kind of oddball stuff. Lester Girls, don't know what that is. I always get these personality comics when I see these. They have feature different people in each issue. They got Elvis and Jason, or Luke Perry, I guess. This is an autographed edition of Paradigm. something called Ginger Fox. The artwork in here was really cool. It reminded me of like Aeon Flux or something. Cinderanera Demon Gun. I thought this just looked wicked awesome. The Thrill Killer. I got the opportunity to meet Dan Brereington, who drew the cover for this once, and he wouldn't do any drawings for me, so maybe someday he will. But I think he's a good artist. This one I thought was horrible and awesome. The Babes of Baywatch. Who could say no? First issue of Superpowers. Very nice condition. Dark Tower, Volume 3, or Book 3, Number 1. They're cool. Voltron, Number 1. Pretty sweet. Miami Mice, a parody of Miami Vice. This is, I think, an adult comic here. Body Heat. Xenia, not to be confused with Xena. The Last American. He looks like a pretty stand-up fellow. Free comic book to Uncle Scrooge, not free today. This has been popular lately and for a long time. The Goon. So I always grab these Goon comics when I see those around. And the ever-loving Swamp Thing. You gotta like Swamp Thing. He's a pretty swell fellow and goes through a lot of different awesome changes. Another favorite character of mine. And it's always got cool stories and cool artwork. It's the Swamp Thing comics. So you just can't go wrong collecting some Swamp Thing. You'll find it enjoyable if you haven't before and you get into it. Some really great horror style artwork there. And the X-Statics. Got a nice run, 12 through 1, I think, of the X-Statics here. And not super valuable, but I like this character Dupe. I think Dupe is a fun guy to read about. And the other X-Statics are good too, and the artwork is great, and the stories are pretty epic, and it looks like there's not a number 1, but there's a giant size number 1. So that's it. That is the comic haul stuff that we picked up in Fargo this morning, and all this stuff here, approximately 120 comics, I think maybe a little bit less. It cost me $60. I think that was a good deal. If you haven't seen this yet, it was really good, and there was a awesome epic fight with Superman and Batman in there, which you'll be sure to love. And here's something that I don't think you'll find anywhere. A Catwoman model kit from Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman. If you ever see one of these, I'd be surprised. Pretty cool. Pick this up for $5. Alright, see you next time.